A family in Nicholasville had a scare yesterday after a little girl walked out on a pond and fell through thin ice.
Thankfully, she made it out okay, but this could have been a very different story. LEX 18's Claire Kopsky has a warning from police in tonight's big story at 5:30.
It is definitely cold, but dogs still need to go out for a walk. Yesterday afternoon, a 12-year-old girl took her dog out, but he got away.
Her dog had went out onto the ice, and so she thought she needed to go out and save it.
When she stepped out onto the ice, police say her foot went right through the frozen layer. Thankfully, she was able to get out of the water on her own, but police say she was lucky she fell in where she did.
On the edges, I think as you would move on out, it probably would have gotten deeper for a 12-year-old, but it wasn't right on the edge, it wasn't bad.
In order to do any sort of ice activities like ice skating, ice fishing, or even just walking on the ice, you need several inches of ice to do so. But with all the up and down weather we've had in Kentucky in the last few weeks, this ice right here is likely not even an inch thick.
It's not really something we deal with very often. We have a couple of ponds within the city, and we get calls typically of kids trying to get out on the ice, and we as well try to educate them the same way. Here in this area, it's just not ever recommended to get on the ice. You got to remember, it might be a little ice on the top, but the water underneath is still very warm, and so it's just not feasible around here.
Not feasible and just not worth the risk. Covering the news in Jessamine County, Claire Kopsky, LEX 18 News.
Now, Nicholasville police say they've seen calls for animals getting out on ice and say if that happens to your animals, do not go after them. Instead, just call for help.